Yeah, I was saying, like, speaking of two sides of every story, that this transition to that Mace and a Fabio Foreign story of like,
yep.
So it's like when nigga
Mace said one of them ones in that interview too, didn't he?
Court, come on, brother.
Everybody running off with them one of them ones.
One of them ones.
We gonna get into. I just can't go. I want to go
you
crazy
wanna go
about
too?
it
Okay.
because you know the litigation.
For
you know
sure,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Once that's done, we gonna get a full understanding.
Motherfuckers was full glory running off with that one of them ones.
Woo!
Crazy.
That's the most. But,
that's how you know you made a historical brand, though.
But thank God, like, salute to my dog Slim because he always stayed on me.
Yeah,
nigga, go get your shit trademarked. Go get your shit copyright. You did it yet? I'm telling you, bro. Your shit getting big. I'm get on it. So thank God I did that shit last year. Even though I've been using it since 2014, like on clothes and shit like that. Been saying it my whole life.
Better late than never.
Yeah, but then it's documented since 2014. I got it on Facebook selling T-shirts before YouTube with it on there.
Sure.
Me, the nigga made the logo. My nigga will, all that. So, but anyway, so thank God I did get that copy and trademark because now we're in the situation we in. So it's gonna be
perfect timing.
Yeah, it's gonna be handled perfect timing. But it's gonna handle it the right way. But anyway, it's Fabio. So Mace did a deal with Fabio Foreign, one of the biggest guys from New York. One of the biggest songs came out a couple years ago, Big Drip, which is a fucking legendary song.
Right.
At the peak of New York drill, at the beginning with Pop Smoke, it was him. They start now all New York drill.
I remember you put me on all of them.
Early, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before Pop Smoke died.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this nigga up to the party.
Yeah.
And look at them at Dior. Look how different he got. Nigga blew up so fast. I love watching niggas come up. Like nigga, he was a dirt bum looking nigga from here to the most glorious nigga you ever seen in your life.
Now here's what
later.
y'all just said. He and this is a fact. He always loved watching people come up. I've always been the same way. That's why we get along so well. But go ahead.
I love that. I love to see like, this nigga was here. Look at him now. That shit dope.
Legendary as fuck.
That's damn. I know because I know the feeling of wanting to glow up, and I did it. You know what I'm saying? Even though my glow up was different than most, because I always know how to make myself look more than what it was. But I have a full glow upation now. I can look at my old shit like, damn, 3 of them you was nigga.
Full understanding.
Yeah. So
like how you did with him with me.
Right. Yep. So like Mace got a deal with Fabio Foreign, and what the deal was, I'll give you some bread, you and your homeboys, and I'm gonna shop y'all till we get a big deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handle that for y'all. But y'all sign to me. I'm gonna get a deal for y'all, and then we're gonna bust it down.
Yep.
So he gave them like 5 racks a piece initially, just to put some in y'all pocket. Y'all broke.
Right.
Even 5 said it itself, like, nigga, we had no money. Nigga, that 5,000 meant a lot. So, nigga, the nigga 5,000 would have meant a lot to me back in the day.
Right.
Gave you 5 racks.
Shit, 5,000 mean a lot now, nigga.
For
Is
sure.
you crazy?
Especially when you ain't got nothing. So it's like, yeah, then he shopped the deal. And then Fabio always bring on, nigga, he only gave me 5,000, but he got the deal for you, took you to the people he know, got his network, signed you, took you in there, and got 1.5 million. He split it down the middle. I got my 750, you got your 750. And he got actually 800 because he gave you 50 more while you grinding to get the deal. But you walked out that shit with 700 from my connections. But for some reason, he always feel like Mace got over on him because he just gave him 5,000 initially. How you feel about that?
I feel like
because you saw the interview and shit too, right?
I did. I watched it right when it was premiering. Shout out $1 million worth of game.
Yeah, shout out to
you know what I'm saying? Wallow and Gilly. Yeah. I fuck with Wallow.
Definitely.
You know Wallow.
One of the
I'm
ones.
getting sidetracked, but you know Wallow, he prison break nigga. So
yeah, and Gilly like me, a nigga always talk shit, thought it was the shit his whole life. Yeah, it's the same shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah. Shout out to them niggas. I fuck with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But no, so you know the music thing with me, that's always something I'm always asking you about because, you know, I don't really indulge in that shit like that. So I don't really know what's the norm, what's the abnormal, nothing. You see what I'm saying? But it sounds like, from my perspective, if you're saying, I used all this and I got you here and then we just split it 50-50 and the initial 50, I felt like, nigga, it was a blessing. Right? It don't matter how you got it, right? It's just and then you can work out the rest later and get your side hustles up and different things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the initial investment, because would this have happened without me? That's just the simplest question. Right? And if the answer is, is it Fabio?
Fabio Foreign,
yeah, Fabio Foreign. I didn't want to make sure I didn't mess up his name. Right. Fabio Foreign. If let's say Mace said, "Hey, Fabio Foreign, do you think if I didn't do any of the X, Y, and Z things, would you still be here? Would you be relevant of a topic of conversation, and would you be doing all these different things that's even built into other things that even the opportunities, the doors that have opened, would that be without me and that initial thing? Right. And if he said no, then it was a blessing. Right. But if he says yes, then there's obviously another side to his story that he hasn't told. Because we haven't heard Fabio's story, so there's two sides to every story.
He never goes in too much detail, but he always want to put the blame on Mace for just getting him 5,000 to run off. He never say the part about the 700,000. He never say none of that part. But there's always 3 sides to every story. It's your side, his side, and the truth.
Yeah,
so
facts.
who really knows? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Mace definitely should know better because the deal he did with Diddy, he's still been fighting for that his whole life. So I don't think he would do that, but you never know when it comes to that business. Or a nigga be on Get Back.
Or what kind of position he was in when he...
Yeah, or you on Get Back. Nigga got me over, nigga, time for me to do some of that to somebody else.
Hurt people.
Yeah, nigga, so who knows?